The shakedown cruise of the Iowa, one of the many new warships added to the American fleet, and an illustration of how American sea power has grown. The rapid fire of cannons and strange light effects. The Iowa is studded with anti-aircraft batteries.
And an enemy plane is shot down. And the Navy films a dive bomb attack on the sea.
Ships took it. Men.
Well, obviously authenticity is a critical part of Battlestations. The game is grounded in history, and as such, a lot of effort has gone into making sure that the content are as historically accurate as possible.
I think the most intriguing aspects that we really brought into the game is the Japanese campaign for me. What we wanted to avoid was having a campaign where if you followed actual history, obviously, despite the players' best efforts, you'd end up losing. The Japanese obviously had war plans where they wanted to take the war, how they would have pressed on, assuming that they were successful, and those have kind of been unearthed. So what we do in the Japanese campaign is we assume that the Japanese had won at Midway and each subsequent battle, and that they've managed to follow their plans all the way through to fruition. It's got a really solid basis, in fact, in history, while at the same time it is still an alternate history.
Well, obviously we didn't live in the 1940s, but we have archive materials, documents, photos, so the art team has been very careful to depict the game as accurately as possible. The technology we used in Battlestations Midway has been upgraded, upscaled in every major area. Now we have a lot more detailed environments. You will see lush islands, land masses. All the models, including the planes and the ships, have been upscaled. All the new models have been modeled in higher polygon counts. Realistically rendered ocean, which not only looks better, but actually adds to the gameplay.
The particle count's really been upped now. You get billowing smoke, massive explosions. When you're flying towards a carrier with a couple of flanking ships, you just fly into a wall of AA fire, and it really looks like that now.
In Battlestations Pacific, you'll find more than 100 war machines. We added more than 40 U units to the game.
The team went into absolute minute detail, so you can see the body panels over the ribs of the plane fuselage, and as they ripple as they go over them, the paintwork chipping along the seams of those panels, the scorch marks from the exhaust vent. We really have gone into absolute finite detail to ensure that these models are all as accurate and realistic as possible. Another area of improvement were to bring in different weather effects and times of day into the battles.
It was always pretty much the Pacific at noon on kind of calm seas. So what we've got now are really dynamic weather. So you've got stormy, lightning-lashed skies, you've got rain hammering down on ships. A lot of it's about atmosphere, and there are some gameplay implications. For example, there's a mission where a number of torpedo bombers are coming for you. In a flash of lightning, you'll see it glint off all the wings, and suddenly you know you're in real trouble.
We've completely redesigned the map in Battlestations Pacific.
The map screen has 3D units in it, so you can see different units moving around, you can see the planes banking and wheeling. You're able to control those and set waypoints and targets to direct your units, but you can also finish it off with an attacking command.
There's a filter system on the map screen now, so you can see the health of all units on the map. You can cycle through and see the failure status, so if a ship's on fire, if a ship's taking on water, you don't have to be in direct control anymore. You can switch to it quickly, set the repair crew, jump back to the map, see that another ship's guns have been damaged. Bottom line is there's a lot more information on the map, but it's been made easier to use and better looking.
We increased the whole level of the water complexity, so now the water is semi-transparent. You can see down into the water, so you can see the hulls of ships, the seabed, and you can also spot submarines in the low level of water.
Authenticity has been a really big deal for the team. It's something they pay a lot of attention to. So any history buffs or people who really know that their ships and planes are going to get a real kick out of it, those who don't are just going to get great looking units.
It really is epic. It's just full of action, full of excitement, and full of explosions.